has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Dillon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. There goes a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Excellent effort by Kingsley Enagbari. He found a way through and had a stop for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Prescott. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. Oh, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it again.
They needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott off play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just short midfield. But not. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. He'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nifty move.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Rodgers going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. The give is to Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got it open, man. It's Michael Gallup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
54 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
Prescott now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards. Good for a Packer 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. An inside give to Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Packers touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, B-Wolf.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On second down, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Kingsley Enagbari
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
Rodgers now throwing to start the drive.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. On the ground with a tight end. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Rodgers. That's caught at the 2. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Open man is Noah Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done
wanted to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short game, risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to lose.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, Prescott. Touchdown! Jay Ferguson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Martin, and good. That'll make our score 14-7. So that will be a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. First down, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 15. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, and Watson has it right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers now to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.